I dropped out of university to pursue business and I ended up with such a big fail. Everyone else was telling me you should get a job, and somehow taking your advices from the free chat, I was able to make my first profit. First month 90k, second month 330k.
What's up everybody, I just wanted to say something real quick before we start the video. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legend. okay. What I wanted to say is that I started my Discord Maven board 1 year ago, and right now we're past 20,000 members, which is incredible. So many people in this community have really changed their lives. Some of them reached 6 figures in sales and some of them reached 7 figures in sales, which is incredible. And I just want to say that I'm super thankful for everyone who joined the community, who's active in the community, who's helping other people. So many of you made friends in there. So many of you are checking on each other's progress, helping each other out and bullying each other every now and then, of course. And I'm extremely proud of everybody who's made progress. I'm excited for everyone else who's going to find their success soon. Genuinely, I really think that this community is absolutely incredible. I hope that all of you feel the same. Comment down below what you like the most about Mavenport or how it helped you, and I'll pick a comment and I'll give you $100. Now, this interview that you're about to watch is honestly extremely inspiring, including from me. It goes out to all of you who, have made some losses in dropshipping, have gone through some hard times. Please pay attention to this interview, because the person that I'm going to talk to also has gone through extremely difficult times, and it really is incredible how he recovered from all that and then how amazingly he did. Anyway, again, thank you for being with me for 1 year. Let's get straight into the interview.
Hello everyone, this is Eddie, and today I'm here with a very special member from the Mavenport community who's been making ridiculous progress with e-commerce in a very short amount of time. Welcome, Daniel. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for joining me.
Hi, and thank you for having me. Going good. Just was I'm a little bit. So English is my first language, so sometimes I might have a little bit lags, or I don't know how to.
No, that's totally fine.
But I'm good. I'm just excited for this interview to share my journey, maybe help someone else.
Yeah, 100%. You really made magnificent progress, and I'm sure that people will take inspiration from this. But first of all, Daniel, could you introduce yourself a little bit? Just tell us a little bit about you so people know who we're talking with.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so my name is Daniel. As you already said, I'm 23 years old. I am from Republic of Moldova. Many people may not know this country, but it's a very small country near Romania, between Romania and Ukraine. And it's a very poor country. So I didn't finish. I dropped out of university. I tried e-commerce in my own country here. Made some money, but ultimately lost it all and ended up with 50k debt.
No way.
And that's when, I've had a pretty wild journey with that. And for me, dropshipping was the only way for me to basically get out, because should I tell about it?
Wait, was that $50,000 or was it like?
Yeah.
No way. How'd you manage to do that, man? That's crazy. Sure. Tell us, what do you want to say? Like, how you got into that? Or I'm very happy to hear about it. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So when I was 17, I started doing e-commerce in my country, but here it's cash on delivery, and I was selling like watches, purses, like different things. I was making about 2k a month in profit, but I was just spending all, and I was feeling like I was like a baller. I was very proud of myself that I was making $2k profit a month. And honestly, I wasn't humble at all. I was thinking myself that I'm some kind of a genius at everything. Like I reached the best I could, but I was spending all that money. And when I turned 20 or 21, I don't remember exactly, I decided that I wanted to open a physical store, like to sell products, but people to come to my store, not online. And I borrowed money like from my dad, about 20k. I borrowed money from like I made some very, very stupid decisions, but I borrowed a lot of money. I started this physical store. I was selling shoes, and I was like importing them from Turkey, from Ukraine, from local manufacturers. But long story short, after 2.5 years, it was terrible. So I've had a debt, like the money I borrowed. Then I started borrowing like money, not money, but uh, when you buy shoes, but you don't pay for them, but you pay for them after you sell it. So basically, it was like a snowball effect where I just 2.5 years where I only accumulated debts, and it was totally my fault. But like I reached a point where just wasn't able to continue going this way. Like, when you only had 50K debt, it's terrible. Like I was right now, maybe I'm telling about this in a neutral way, but for me, at that point, it was the end of the world. It was November 2022 or 21. I don't remember. 2021. I think, yeah, 2021. And I closed like my store with a 50K debt, and I was a complete failure in my eyes and in the eyes of like every one of my friends, my parents, obviously, because I dropped out of university to pursue business, and I ended up with such a big fail. And everyone else was telling me you should get a job, because like get a job and you'll start paying like in Moldova here you can get a job where it will pay 500 euros a month. And everyone was saying like get a job, you'll live on 300 euros a month, and 200 euros a month you will be giving out your debts. But if you think about it, it would have taken me like 30 years to give all the debts. Like I didn't knew what to do, so I started searching online for ways to make money, and I found out about dropshipping. It was like October 2021, and it was very, very tough because I bought a course. It wasn't good. I was just burning money. Then I started watching countless YouTube videos, trying different strategies, tactics, shortcuts, like basically a lot of things, like literally a lot. And I didn't have like a lot of money, but what I was doing was I had some stocks left from my business that I closed, like shoes. And in the day, I made Facebook ads, and I was selling those shoes very cheap, just to get any money to pay some of my debts and to have some money for the ads. And in the day, I was delivering these shoes to clients. Then in the evening, I was watching YouTube videos and trying to figure out this drop shipping. But for me, basically, it was no choice. Like, what other choice did I have with no money? What business could you start? Nothing. You can get a job, but for me, like it was, I didn't have a choice.
I see.
And that's how I spent 9 months, like trying and trying and trying. And for me, when I saw your video, like you posted a YouTube video and somehow it blew up. Like, I don't know how you did it, but a lot of people were talking about you. So like, it wasn't like I don't know, you posted one video and a lot of people started talking about you because that YouTube video of yours, it blew up. I don't know how you did it, but that's how I found out about you. I saw your Discord and I started asking questions like in chat. Am I going too far? Should I stop?
No. I mean, I'm very happy to hear all the story. Honestly, it's a crazy cut story. So go ahead, please.
Yeah. So I started. Of course, you don't remember because we had hundreds of people asking questions, but I started asking questions, the most dumb questions I could think about. I was asking, and you've had the patience to answer all of them. And somehow, like just by taking your advices from the free chat, I was able to make my first profit. And for me, it was crazy. Like after 9 months to make my first ever profit from dropshipping by following your advices. Like, that was crazy. So that's when I decided to join like the paid Discord. It was like, you started it, I think it was 25 or something, or then increased to 50, and I
At the time.
30. Yeah, that's wow. And I was able to join like for $50 a month. Like I've made like $50 from dropshipping, but like uh, the subscription right away. And of course, it's not like I bought the subscription and like on the first day I made my first 1K a day. Like, I started reading all the PDFs, everything, and for me it was like, I don't know, maybe somebody will recognize, but for example, when you start searching about dropshipping, you find a lot of people. Like, everybody is telling you like, you shouldn't do CBO, you should do CBO, you should create landing pages. No, you should make advertorials. Like, a lot of people, and they are basically contradicting. I don't know if it's a word in English.
Yeah.
Contradicting each other, and it's very, very, very confusing. Like, before you, I also bought courses. I bought consulting calls from people, but I didn't get any value. But for me, it was very, very good. But in your PDFs, it was straightforward. Like, do this, this, and this. Like, nothing. It very, very simple for me as a beginner at that point. And I tested 2 products. I think I failed them. And then what changed the game for me was when you released the updated product test PDF. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So the difference is, well, if someone will buy the Discord, they'll see what's the difference between the updated and the old product test PDF. But I tested like a product and it failed. Then I tested it, but using like the new strategy from the new PDF. And like, long story short, now I scaled it to $2.7 million in from the
last week.
yeah, it's already 2.7.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Honestly, I'm extremely proud of you. I didn't even know that you came from such a low place. You dropped so low because of mistakes and stuff like that. And what's amazing is that you took accountability and you were responsible and didn't give up. And that's literally the recipe for success for any type of business, any type of situation in life. I know that it was probably mentally draining, but yeah, honestly, it's amazing. I had no idea that you struggled a little bit before you got to the point where it finally worked out for you. So that's amazing, man. And I'm really glad that I could help you in any way. So
You did tremendously.
yeah, I'm so glad to hear.
I can't thank you enough, really.
No, it's my pleasure, honestly. I'm gonna put you on the spot now, Daniel. Is it okay if we get to see your Shopify dashboard for today? Like, how's the store doing today?
Yes, sure, but I think you already know my store because I shared the screenshot. You probably seen it. So I don't. No, I'm like, instead of my camera, I'm using my phone. So I will share my screen. And can you blur it when you edit?
100%.
Today is a bit slower than yesterday, but it's still like, if we look, yeah, 6.8K in sales and spend 3.2. So it's a little bit over 2 euros.
Yeah, that's amazing. What's that? Is that like probably around 20% profit margin?
Yeah, something like 20%.
Yeah, cool. All right,
So
going. I
look
look at brand this month as well.
yeah, exactly. So I got banned, and fortunately, because of Eddie, I was able to get the badge. So this is before the ban. This is 3 days of ban, still doing like 2.7, 2.4, 1.7. Like, of course, it was dropping. Here I got the ad account back, and here it started running ads again. So, of course, because of the ban, this month is a little bit slow.
Yeah,
but still, go to May. May was 525K.
Wow, dude, that's amazing.
Then and also what I want to share. So a mistake I've made. So I was running pretty smoothly. Like if we look at, let's say, so I started this exact product, and just so people know, so I'll share my failed products as well. I don't remember exactly when I started this store, but so yeah, that's before my first success. So I joined Eddie's Discord, I think in July, something like that. And as you can see, like October, it was 1.4K in sales. Oh no, this was April, then May, 2.3K in sales, but it was mainly unprofitable. June, 2.6K in sales. And here in July, when I joined your Discord, I made my first profitable month.
So quickly
And
then.
then, yeah, then 18K, then 30K a month, like within a month of joining your Discord. But then, yeah, because of my mistake, it dropped. And then on the 1st of November, I started running the product that I'm currently running. And as you can all see, like I was doing like pretty smoothly, like first month 90K, second month 330K, then 540K, 513K. And I think in March, yes. So what happened is I thought that I need like to upgrade my everything. Like I thought that I'm doing something wrong, because if you look on YouTube, everyone is saying you should target broad interests don't work. Like if you target interests, your product is gonna die super quickly. I don't know if any of you people heard that, but on Twitter, like many people are saying like that you should go broad, stuff like that. So I partnered with two guys that were like experts. They were supposed to know all the tricks. Like they were telling, I showed them how to do my media buying, and they said, "Oh my God, that's so wrong. Like you're doing everything wrong. We're gonna show you how it's done." And as then everybody can see, like they joined on about March 9th. And from March 9, I was able to maintain it a bit, but they done a lot of changes and it has just gone downhill. This is broad targeting, like 4K a day, 6K a day, 7K a day, and it was very, very unprofitable. Like not very unprofitable, but close to break even, like from 20% profit margins to breaking even. So these partners were in the company for 1 month. That was my mistake totally. I regret it. I asked them to quit, and I was able to get back the results only when I started doing again what Eddie teaches, like your strategy. I tried, so that's just so people know that they shouldn't search for a different strategy or for a different trick, because this is what works. Exactly the moment I switched to your strategy again, make 525K. And here, June, your strategy, of course, because of ban, it's a little bit slower, but still 20K a day. And I still, this strategy, like you're doing 30K days with it. And I think I can do it as well. Just need to improve myself and my website.
Yeah, 100% you can do more than that as well. The strategy honestly can take you anywhere as long as you just put funds into it and you add, ideally add multiple sales channels as well, not just Facebook, just because of, you see you got banned, for example, so you can fully rely on
Exactly.
but yeah, well, I had no idea that you need to have a little bit more confidence in yourself, because although you follow strategies that you learn from me and everything, that doesn't mean that 99.9% of the credit doesn't go to you. You're the one who made all this happen, so you need to believe in yourself, because this is not a small achievement. You managed to sell $2.7 million using the information that you learned from me or multiple places, and you put together, you put that into action. So honestly, congratulations for that. You need to be a little bit more confident, because it's not too likely that someone's going to come and randomly turn your store around because they know some crazy strategies. You're already doing amazing. And yeah, you should definitely keep this going. It is a little bit confusing. Yeah, it is a little bit confusing for people. I know very well what you're talking about. Everyone on Twitter and multiple places, they're preaching this broad strategy. And I just feel like it doesn't apply to every situation. Like that's why what I'm saying in Discord and what I'm trying to teach people in Discord is literally use interest, use lookalikes, use broad, use everything in the testing campaign, and decide what to scale. Because there's no point just randomly assuming, oh, I'm gonna do this because some random Twitter guy said it, and then a broad audience is gonna work for me because that's what everyone said. No, that doesn't matter. That's exactly there's you people to do. Just rely on the data that your ad account's giving you, and literally just double down on that. You don't need to assume that you just have to react the right way, and exactly. proves to work very well. Man, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing all this. In the meantime, you made another few $100, it looks like. Before we had this conversation.
Yeah, like also I know that you don't do it anymore, but you did it in the past, so I did it as well. I just translated the store and I launched it in another market, and it started profitably right away. So it was here 173 euros, then 400 euros, 350 euros, same strategy, same everything, just translated. So literally just don't need anything else to scale to 30K days except this strategy and even more.
Yeah, 100%. This is all the information from the scaling PDF as well. The scaling PDF is filled with stuff like this.
Yeah. Exactly. I was searching for different hacks or tactics. I don't know. But after buying different courses, consulting calls, I found out that everything I need to scale is your scaling PDF, and I just paid a lot of money to find out that. But the people listening to this interview just found out this information for free.
100%, man. Well, I'm honestly extremely proud of you. Congratulations. And I know you're going to go a lot further than this. You're going to look back to this interview. We're going to look on my YouTube channel and see this progress and how we're both happy for you. And at that point, you're probably going to be at a crazy whole other level compared to this right now. So yeah, this will be
for sure
to store here on the channel. Maybe this is a little bit personal, but I'm curious to know, you told me that you were in debt, but how's the whole situation like when you started, before you got into debt and everything? Is your family wealthy in any way? Did they support you that way? Or how's the financial situation? How was it before you started? Before you got into debt and everything, how was that?
Yeah, so I'm not from a wealthy family. I'm from you can call it maybe middle class. So the thing is, I was in a very, very bad relationship with my family because of the debt I've had, because mainly with my father, because he was very disappointed in me, and when your parents are disappointed in you, you are in debt, you are in a bad situation. But when you add to this the fact that your parents are disappointed in you, and it's not that you just see it, but they tell it to you, because obviously they know your station, and they tell you I've had high hopes for you. They were telling me we've had high hopes for you, as the only son. I have a sister as well, but parents expect from their son to be somewhat helpful, not to have a debt. And they told me that they lost hope for me, and that was very, very, very disappointing and painful for me. But and it was mainly because they took all their savings. They gave all of their savings to me, and I just lost all of their savings. You can expect that they will be disappointed. And now, of course, it's much better. I've learned my mistakes from the past, when I was making 2,000 euros a month, and I was feeling like I'm the smartest guy in the room. And that's why I say always it's just the beginning, because I want to stay always humble, always think rationally, not spend the money on the useless things. Not of course I paid off the debt I've had, but I didn't buy any big things. I just stack the money for now. Maybe it's because of the fear I have from my past, because when you've had a 50K debt one time, you will start becoming much more careful when it comes to money, you know? But like definitely drop shipping changed my life, because I didn't spend all the money, but I can go like to a nicer, how do you call it, gym. I can go to nicer places to eat. I'm currently renting, but I can rent a nice apartment. I can go to nice places with my girlfriend. I've made some like, for example, when you make 3, 4, or 5K in profit a day and you spend 2K, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's okay. But for your parents, for example, for my parents that make like 300, 400 euros a month, when I made them a present worth like 2K euro, for them it was a big deal. So of course, I'm a different person in their eyes now. So that makes me very happy, and yeah, my life changed a lot because of dropshipping.
That's amazing, honestly. And you know, the situation you were in sounds so tough, man. And it's crazy that you pulled through, given the obstacles and the fact that your family was disappointed in you, you know, rightfully, because you've made some mistakes. Wow, I mean, that must have been weighing down on you at the time a lot. So that's amazing. So, yeah, are you in good relationship with your parents now? Like, are they proud of you? How do they feel about you right now and what you're doing?
Yeah, they are proud of me, of course. Of course, at the beginning, when I had my first success, I was just sharing screenshots with them. But my father was very resilient. Like, he said, like that he first needs to see something physical. So for him, I will be successful when I will buy myself a house. So
Yeah,
like it's
they're the same. My mom's the same. She keeps saying, buy a house, buy.
yeah, exactly. Buy an apartment, buy a house. That's when you become successful. You need to have your own house.
Yeah, they don't understand that, you know, like you start building up some money and it's not very smart for you to go straight away. You made like 500K in profit, let's say, and you go straight away and buy a house. Because the ideal thing to do is, first of all, part of it needs to secure you financially. And the other part of it needs to keep the ball rolling so you can keep making money. It's not smart for you to make money and spend it. That's why people are generally stuck in a job. They keep making a certain amount of money a month and then they spend it and then they make it and spend it and they cannot get out of that circle. So yeah, it's a lot. It's good. It's really good that you learn to be a lot more careful when it comes to money and the way that you spend it and invest it. So um, that's amazing. So I want to ask, in every single success post that you put in Mavenport in the success channel, you started with a very humble $1,000 screenshot in a day, and you said this is just the beginning. And although $1,000 a day is still amazing for most people, and it's a great achievement, you said this is just the beginning. And obviously, you know, people are probably thinking, okay, that's, you know, it's good, but that's cute. Let's see where this is going. And then you kept going, and it said, you posted a screenshot with like $10,000 in a day or something like that, you know, saying this is just the beginning. And that caught people's attention, you know. And then you posted like, what was it, 20K a day? And it kept going and it kept going. And recently you posted another one that was like 2.6 million. And you said, this is just the beginning. And I don't think there's anyone else who's doubting you that you are really going places. But I'm wondering, what is your long-term goal? Like, what are you aiming for? Where do you want to get? Like, I don't know, in the next 5, 10 years, where do you see yourself going with all this? Because clearly you're going up right now. But what is your goal? Where do you want to go?
Honestly, I just want to make as much money as possible, but that's not a goal, you know. So what I want to do, I am very grateful for having like this opportunity of doing ecom and making a living out of it, because I love it. I love building stores. I love marketing. I love making ads. I love like everything about it, and I just enjoy doing it. And For me, currently, it's just numbers on the screens. Like, my life didn't change much. Like, when I was making, I don't know, 200K in revenue a month or 90K a month, I was living the same way I live now. So right now, I'm just stacking the money, and like for me, I think like the smart way would be to invest the money from dropshipping and build a real estate portfolio to have like passive income. But that's not, it's not like I researched a lot and I found out that this is the best way. I just think this will be the like a good thing to do, but I didn't think too much about it. I want to focus on e-commerce as much as possible and just make as much money as possible. But I don't have a specific goal in mind at this moment. Of course, like currently, like I want to have $1 million net worth because I don't have it yet. But that's not like a huge goal. It's very
Just a milestone, and probably
just a milestone. Yeah, it's yeah. That's one of the things, because when you reach like a certain point and you start thinking that you're a baller, you stop being humble, you stop learning, and you stop improving yourself. You'll just go down as easy as it is to go up. Like as hard as it is to go up, as it is to go down if you stop learning. So that's why I want to keep myself humble all the times. I don't think myself that I'm better than any person in any way.
Yeah.
I wanna be the same person when I make 500K a month, when I make 1 million a month, whatever amount I make. I wanna always look at the people doing more than me and know that I have, like, for example, right now, maybe I'm doing 500K a month, okay? If I'll start going in Discords with people making 100K a month, I'll be like the smartest person in the room. And it will be like, for my ego, it will feel good. But that's not what I need to progress. To progress, I need to follow and look at people doing like 30K a day, 100K a day, much more than me. That's what will allow me to progress. Like, in my opinion, if you don't progress, you can lose everything you have. I don't know if you agree with me.
No, of course I agree. Of course I agree. And it's super important because you do get comfortable if you don't look up. If you don't
Yes.
see people really just crushing your goals, you do get comfortable because truthfully, we are in a very comfortable financial situation. So we don't really need to push more. We do this because it's our passion.
Yeah.
Because it's our passion. That doesn't mean that we should throw it away in favor of comfort. So, that feeling when you think you're doing good and then you see someone else doing like 2, 3, 5 times better than you, and you look at them and it kind of makes you feel bad. Although you've done good, it kind of makes you feel bad. I think it's that feeling that is making people achieve this explosive progress, because instead of going to sleep or whatever you were about to do, you see someone doing a lot better than you. It just builds that fire inside of you, builds that energy. And that's a lot of where my motivation comes from. Whenever I feel like I'm doing amazing, and then I talk to someone that's a lot better than me, it really puts me in the mood to like go and make as much progress as possible and break those milestones that I've had. So I know what you're talking about, and I totally resonate with that. Listen, Daniel, I'm not gonna keep you for much longer. I really enjoyed our conversation.
No worries.
For the last thing I want to ask of you is, people watching, they probably want to know, I'm sure that they've learned quite a lot from this conversation anyway, in terms of principle, the mental situation that maybe you went through, and how they should approach this mentally, because obviously you went down and you went up and you went down. But what piece of advice would you have for them other than that? Like for the dropshipper that's on YouTube right now thinking, well, I'm not doing that well. How can I make this happen? You've done really good so far. What would you want to say to them to encourage them and give them some advice to help them out?
Yeah, so to encourage, like, there's a lot of motivation out there. I just want to say that if you really want to make it work, you will make it work. You just need to push it. But if we think about real practical advices, maybe it will sound like I'm promoting your Discord or something, but I just want people to understand that for me, like your Discord literally changed the game for me. So what I would advise I would give, let's say, to myself back in the day was to just buy like the Discord, start with the product research PDF, then start with the updated product research, like updated product testing PDF, and just test products in a correct way. And also, and a very important thing, in my opinion, not many people do is your copywriting is very good, and you are really really good at copywriting. But when I see people, for example, in the Hustler chat, they're saying, "Oh, I tested product, I did everything so good, but it failed." And when you review their stores in live, you see like some very poor copywriting. Like maybe they make the store look beautiful because if you have like the Mavenport theme or maybe a different good theme, the store will look good inevitably. Okay, so it's like just a template that like you need to put some effort to make it look bad. It look good by default, but just pay attention to be copywriting. Don't make it sound weird, because a lot of us trying dropshipping aren't native speakers, and sometimes we may write some. Me as well. Like right now, I have improved myself a bit, but in the past, I was making stores, and my copywriting was sounding very very weird. Like make sure you have good copywriting. Like learn from Eddie. Eddie has amazing copywriting skills, and take care of your copywriting.
Great. That's great advice. Yeah, a lot of people, dropshipping is such a worldwide thing, which is why it's amazing. It just breaks physical boundaries. And yeah, a lot of people don't speak English as a main language. I don't, you don't. We just learn as we go pretty much, and we improve.
Yeah.
But it is extremely important that your store, the copywriting on your store, just the product description, stuff like that, they don't sound a little weird, kind of, they push people away, they turn people away because their scam alarms go up, and they're thinking, this is legit. If the copywriting sounds like a 5-year-old kid wrote it, which could be the case if it's done by someone who's not a native English speaker, and honestly, exactly, native English speakers as well, they don't all do amazing. But yeah, that's why we review stores every now and then in the Hustler live. So yeah, that's amazing. Wow. So Daniel, honestly, I'm extremely grateful to have had this conversation with you, and I feel amazing and empowered myself to see the progress that you've made, and to hear that I played a part in that is, damn, I mean, honestly, that's it feels so good inside. Just knowing that I helped someone in any way. I'm not taking any credit away from you, because I think you achieved this. Like, it's you, but
with a lot of help from your side, and it's not like I should be more confident in myself, and I think you too, because it's not a small part, but it was a big part. Maybe like it wasn't your Discord, I found my first profitable month like after 4 months, but in my position 4 months was critical. So you played a very played and still play a very big part in my journey, and I just want to say thank you for that.
Yeah, 100%, man. I'm so happy that I helped you, and that you achieved all this, and I know you'll go extremely far. Like I said, we'll look back on this video in a little while and you'll remember all this, and you'll see the progress that you've made. But anyway, thank you so much for coming onto the channel and having this conversation with me, and I wish you an amazing rest of the day.
Thank you too, Eddie. You too, have a nice day.
Even I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling.